Yesterday, I told you all I lost my hearing because I was digging in my right ear. Last night, I decided to dig in it again, and now I have my hearing back. Moral of the story, keep digging in your booty, twin. So, every man will or has been through a heartbreaking breakup, all right? But the difference between the men who let that breakup break them and the men who come out on the winning side is very simple. So in this video, I'm gonna give you the top 5 things that you need to do as a man after going through a breakup. First things first, if you haven't seen the very first video that I uploaded, I just want you all to know that I personally have just went through a breakup just about 3-4 weeks ago. So the advice that I'm giving you is advice that I am actually living by myself. The first thing that you have to do when you are going through a breakup, and please listen closely, the first thing is you have to feel it, okay? Don't run from the emotions. Let them be what they are. Now, I know a lot of you may have close friends or family who simply tell you things like, oh, just move on, or there's plenty fish in the sea, or etc., etc. But you and I both know that that advice is very cliche. It's just something to say. And most people actually can't even live by that advice themselves if they were the ones going through the breakup. So I'm going to tell you something that probably no one else has told you since your breakup. It's okay to miss her. Listen to me one more time. It is okay to miss her. You have feelings, you have emotions. It's okay, brother. Trust me. What usually happens after a breakup for us men is that instead of feeling these emotions, we try to numb the pain with either alcohol or a backup woman. We try to go get another girl. We do so many things instead of simply facing the problem. Just letting the emotions rush in, feeling it, analyzing it, and then moving on. You gotta let yourself hurt. And if I'm being very, very personal right now, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret of something that I've been doing myself ever since me and my ex-girlfriend has broken up. So I'm sure many of you have wanted to reach back out to your ex-girlfriend, but that is just simply not the thing to do. So what I have been personally doing, if I can be vulnerable for a second, every time I have the urge or feel the need to want to reach out to her again, I simply go to my notes, type out whatever it is I want to say to her. I'm sorry, I miss you, I hate you, whatever the case may be. I type it all out just to get it out of my mind and onto my phone. But I put it in my notes and I never ever intend to send them to her. This is just simply a way for you to journal how you feel, to go back and analyze the things that you may or may not have done wrong. Just getting all of these thoughts that are just trapped inside of your mind outside of it. That's my personal advice. That's what I am still currently doing, actually. And I just think it helps so much more than any vice that you could pick up on, such as drinking or other women or even going to the gym. Now, I will say going to the gym has also helped me in the process of my breakup, but I don't use it as a means to numb myself. I'm not in there all day, every day, just so I'm not at home. I go to the gym, I get my workout done just so I feel powerful. I feel, like I have strength. It's a mental thing, but I'm not using it as a vice. I'm not using it as an escape. I'm using it as therapy. And if that's what you're doing or plan on doing, I completely support and agree with it. Now, number 2, what you're gonna have to do is rebuild your routine. We have to understand that as men, when we have a girlfriend, we are usually spending quite a bit of time with that woman. She becomes a part of our everyday life. Waking up, texting her, calling her, spending time with her, going out on dates. But now you have to realize that that part of your life is now missing. And what people usually do is fill it in with vices, like I said previously, like alcohol, other women, etc., etc. You have to rebuild a routine for yourself that constantly improves who you are as a man, and not for her, not for other women, but for yourself. I would say do something along the lines of, maybe even if you're working a 9 to 5, wake up, hit the gym, eat some breakfast, go to work, handle business, come home, meditate, shower, do a skincare routine. Like literally take care of yourself, my brother, because trust me, although you may have heard it many times, there are plenty of fish in the sea. And when the time is right, when you are healed, once you have rebuilt this routine for yourself and you're ready to pursue another woman, you will have so much going for yourself, and it will just make you a better, more valuable option when it comes to women choosing you over anyone else. Number 3 is by far probably my most favorite tip. You have to go ghost and focus on yourself. I truly believe that it is in a man's nature that he builds himself the best when he is alone. And if you're constantly with a woman, constantly giving yourself to this woman, giving her your time, giving her your energy, at what point do you have time to build yourself? And over time, you're going to start to lose yourself. And what men often forget is that when you start to lose yourself because you are tending to this woman, you no longer are the man that she fell for in the first place. Let that sink in. You lost who you were in the pursuit of her, but she fell in love with you here. Now you're here. She wants you here, but you lost yourself and now you're down here. She's no longer in love with the man you become because you spent so much time tending to her. You have to focus on yourself, my brother, my kings, men. Trust me. So go. Stop checking Instagram. I've literally deactivated every single page I have on social media except for YouTube, because how else would I get this video out to you? You got to stop spending time worrying about what she's doing, who she's with, how's her life going. Let her wonder about you, bro. What usually happens after a breakup, since it is so easy for a woman to replace a man, she's gonna leave you. She's probably gonna find someone else. She's probably gonna see that someone else doesn't even stand up to anywhere or anything that you have done. And over time, although it may seem like she's forgotten about you, later on in life, she's gonna start remembering every little good thing about you. But the thing with men is, since we have to invest so much on the front end, since we initially have to court, take her out on dates, give her gifts, give her time in order to even receive that attention, at the beginning of the breakup, we are so hurt, we are distraught because we have done so much in order to receive that love that we no longer receive. But that's okay, because over time, as long as you are following these tips, you're going to build yourself, you're going to become something great, and by the end of it, you're not going to be worried about anything she's doing. Meanwhile, she's going to be on the other side remembering all of the great things you did for her and reminiscing, and probably try to reach out to you to try to get you back into her life. And I'm not here to tell you what to do if that situation happens. Trust me, I'm not the guy. But I do believe that people leave each other for a reason. Sometimes it's because both people need development separately. Sometimes it's just because you two weren't meant to be together. But that's completely up to you and her to decide. Number 4 is going to be, you have to redefine your purpose. What is the reason you are waking up every single day? And if that reason is for another woman, if that reason is for a woman who could literally wake up and no longer care about your whereabouts, you are in the wrong mind space, my friend. You need a purpose, whether that be improving yourself in a gym, improving yourself mentally, building a business, going up higher in the ranks at your job or your career. Whatever that purpose is, you need to define it. What do you want to say when you're laying on your deathbed that you have accomplished? What is it? Once you can define that, it will literally give you the ultimate mojo. It will literally give you all the energy that you need in order to get up every single day and achieve these goals. But if you find yourself as a man, if you find that your purpose is pleasing your woman every single day, and trust me, I know what that feels like. Trust me. If your purpose every single day is just to simply make a woman happy, when this woman can wake up one day, see a social media post that rubs her the wrong way, makes her hate you, and then leave you, brother, you're always gonna get the short end of the stick. Purpose over people, POP. I might just get a shirt made. Literally define your purpose and wake up every single day to achieve that goal. This will help you in the long run, my friend. And the 5th and final thing is that you have to learn to protect your energy, whether that be taking it a lot slower with women. Trust me, I'm still telling myself this every single day. We have to vet the women that come into our lives, and it's hard, it's difficult, because like I said in one of my previous videos, what a woman gives you initially at the beginning of the relationship is probably not what you're going to continue to receive after some time. But what men do is we fall in love with that initial reaction. We fall in love with that initial intimacy, the kindness, the sweetness, the cuddles. We fall in love with all of that. But then once she begins to change over time, we then struggle to figure out why she's changing, which usually makes us overcompensate. We overdo it. We tend to buy more gifts, try to talk to her all the time, try to give her more attention because we're trying to get her back to here when she's no longer here. Because that's usually how it goes, my friend. You have to learn to protect your peace, brother. You have to learn to protect your mind, your thoughts, your body, your heart, because we as men are naturally made to protect, to provide, to defend. We love more. And I'm not ashamed to say it. I truly believe that men love harder. So the next time you decide you want to pursue a woman or you want to be in a relationship or you want to tell her that you're in love, literally write down the pros and cons. Figure out why it is you love her. Figure out all the things that you just can't accept about her. Literally write it all down. Put it side by side and then weigh it. Like, is this really the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with? Chances are you're gonna find some discrepancies. You're gonna find things that you wrote down that they just don't align. You're gonna find some non-negotiables and you're also gonna find some negotiables. You gotta write that all down and figure out, is this the woman of my dreams? Is this the woman that I want to marry, that I want to bear my children, that I want to take on trips, take on fancy dates, buy her flowers? Literally write it all down. You have to protect your peace at the end of the day because you as a man, you will be hurt, brother, when she leaves. You will be hurt. You're going to be crushed. And all she's going to have to do is get on social media, say I'm single, and she's going to have 20, 30, 40, 50 different options. You got to protect your peace. Take your time getting to know her. Me personally, my rule moving forward is going to be a 6-month vet process, probably 9. I want to see this woman in every stage of emotions. I want to see her when she's angry, when she's sad, when she's happy. I want to see, whether she trusts me. Can I trust her? I want to see how she reacts if I tell her that, hey, I don't want you to do that. Is that something that she's easily accepting to, or is that something she combats on, she has a rebuttal for? These are all important things that you need to take note of before you get serious with a woman. And I just want to leave you off with this. Heartbreak isn't the end. It's the beginning of the man you were made to be. If you're feeling pain, if you're hurt, if you're sad, sit on it, meditate on it, but also you can convert this energy. You can use it. If you're hurting, if you're angry, take it to the gym. Use it to make content. My breakup motivated me to make this YouTube channel so I can have a way to vent, a way to, what's the word? I can't think of it. A way to have an outlet and also to let other men know, hey, you're not alone, buddy. You are not alone. Everything you feel, I feel, he feels. Trust me, you are not alone and you're not broken. I'm gonna tell you, listen to me, and I want you to repeat this every single day. I'm gonna tell you, you are worthy of love, my friend, but you have to become the kind of man that women love and respect. You have to become the kind of man that you love and respect, that other people love and respect. If you don't love and respect yourself, how can you ever expect someone else, especially a woman, to do it for you? It's not her job to love you the way you want to be loved. It's her job to love you, but it's mostly your job to love yourself so you can have non-negotiables, hard nose, standards, and you can determine and deem whether this woman is the kind of woman that you want even in your life. 9 times out of 10, she's probably not. If any of this hit home for you, make sure to hit that like button right along with it. Subscribe to the channel and let me know which one of these tips were your favorite or you find most useful. My name is Timothy. This is Timothy Speaks, and I will catch you all in the next video.